Good day everyone. This is Dharni working as an assistant professor in SRM Madurai College for Engineering and Technology. In this video, we are going to learn about how the operation of computer hardware instruction and operand of a computer hardware instruction is worked. First, we have to understand how the computers are actually handle the data and the instructions at the hardware level. This is the introduction of operation of computer hardware. Each MIPS stands for microprocessor without interlocked pipelined stages. It's a arithmetic instruction performs one operation and uses three variables. We can just consider as an example of to add B plus C, D plus E and store it in a. See here I can repeat it. A is stored in a B, C, D and E of some. That is first we have to add A, B and C so that we can able to get a is equal to B plus C. Then we are going to add a double A and B. So here we can able to get a is equal to B plus C plus D. Then we are supposed to add a E. So that we can able to get a is equal to B plus C plus D plus E. So the three instructions are needed to have a four values. That's the thing here we have to mention. See, it is probably performs only one operation and must always have a precisely three variables. Next, we are going to see a types of operands. See, MIPS already instructed to be categorized into these many characters, that is arithmetic, data transfer, logical, conditional branch and unconditional jump. First, we can go on into a arithmetic instruction. Arithmetic instruction, first we are going to have a add, subtract and add intermediate. See, first we can explain about a add. Add we have S1, S2, S3 that act as a S1 is equal to S2 plus S3. Then we can move on into a subtraction. Subtraction here same the sector S1, S2 and S3 that act as a S1 is equal to S2 minus S3. Then we have a add immediate method. Add immediate cut shortlet into add and I. Here we have a S1, S2 and 50. So that has been converted into S1 is equal to S2 plus 50. These are the core operations done directly in CPU registers. Okay, then we can able to see about a data transfer instruction. In data transfer instructions, we have a load work. Load work is nothing but a S1 and 50 of S2. Then we can have a store word. Store word is nothing but it is a automatic operation, that is ALUI is represented as a load upper immediate. See, here we used to move a data between memory and registers. Okay, so here are the so many variants I have mentioned. See, first one is load work. Load work is nothing but a S1 of memory, that word from memory to register. Next one is a store word. Store word is nothing but a word from register to memory. Next is a load half. Load half is nothing but a half word from memory to register. Then we can move on into a load of unsigned. It's a half word memory to register. Then a store half. Store half is same as a register to memory. So for easy memorization, we can have a register as a R and memory as a M. So the word have been converted into R to M. Then the half word have been converted into M to R. Like that we can able to mention. And load byte have been converted into bytes from memory to registers. And for load bytes unsigned, here we have been mentioned as a bytes from memory to register. Then load linked word have been represented as a load words as first half of automatic swap. Next, store condition word. Store condition words as a second half of automatic swap. And then we can able to see a load upper immediate. Load upper immediate is nothing but a load constant in upper 16 bits. Okay. Next, we can able to move on into a logical comparison instruction. Here I can give you an example of and, or, nor, and XOR gate of and immediate and OR of immediate. See, here we can able to use a bitwise shifts, and for the shift left logic and shift less than logic and set of less logic and set of unsigned logic, we can use a comparison. Okay, and for here it's a B key Q is mentioned as a branch on equal, and it is used to have a decision making and bitwise manipulation for a logical and comparison instruction. Next, we can move on to a unconditional jump instruction. This is useful for procedures and functional calls. So here we can J500 have been called as a jump to address 500 into 4, and JR have been called as a return to address in array mentions, and JAL 500 have been mentioned as a jump and link. Okay. Next, we can able to move on to a C code of versus MIPS instructions. See here, C code we have mentioned X is equal to Y plus Z, and in the MIPS instruction we have mentioned as a add X, Y, Z, so that we can have a X as a data storage element and Y and Z as a some element. Okay, then we have a P is equal to Q minus R. Here the same sector and same organization is being played here. Sub is equal to PQR. R is a sub element and Q is a sub element and P is a stored element. Here we have mentioned as a Y is equal to A plus B and minus of C plus D. That is, here we have mentioned add T0 is equal to A and B, that is T0 is equal to A plus B. Then T1 is equal to C plus D. After that, we are just adding a Y of T0 T1, that we have at last mentioned as a Y is equal to T0 minus T1, and in upper cases we have mentioned T0 is equal to A plus 1 and T1 is equal to C plus D. So we are just applying in that rule in the at last subtraction. Okay. Next, we can move on into operands. Operands of a computer hardware. Operand is nothing but it restricts the register by having it restricts the operand to registers, that is 32-bit. Only 32 general purpose registers are mentioned here. The registers are faster and directly assembled. Too many registers increases circuit delay and instruction size. So here, while seeing itself, we can able to say it's only actually limits to the 32-bit registers to 32. That's the only major thing here we have to see, and more registers and more bytes are instructed in the instruction format. Next, we can able to view about the memory operand. Memory operand is nothing but most data reduces in memory, that is array and structure. Memory is a linear array with addresses starting from 0, and MIPS instructions must load or store data between a memory and register using addresses. For example, you can just look at a diagram. Memory 3 is equal to, I have mentioned as a 0110 and 1011. Here the bit act as a memory allocations for a given data. Okay, and here we have mentioned as a aligned restriction. In aligned restriction, MIPS word is converted into 32 bits of 4 bytes. Okay, memory is a byte addressable and word must be started at multiplex of 4. Okay, for example, A5 addresses is equal to base plus 5 into 4, that is equal to 20. Like that we have to mention it. Okay, and then for we can look it into a store instruction. Store instruction, I'll give you one example. Store instruction S1 and 20 of S3 stores value of S1 into a memory addresses at S3 sum of 20. That is, here the operand format has been act as the copies data from the register to memory. Okay, the copies data from the register to memory, that too stored in a SW, that is store word. Okay, here the format have been followed as a operation, source register, offset. Offset is nothing but a base register. Okay, next we can able to view about a register versus memory. Register are faster and accumulated more frequently, but memory is used for less frequency used variable. Okay, and for splitting process of moving variables from register to memory to save space. Then we can able to view about a constant or immediate operand. See, while going into a add I is nothing but a add immediate. That is S2 and S of 5 is equal to S2 is equal to S2 plus 5. Immediate constant operand is built into instruction. This saves time and energy as compared to loading from memory. See, today we have learned more thing about this operand and operation. I'll just give you a glimpse of it. That is, today we have go through into arithmetic logic transfer instructions, and it's used to registers versus memory, how the data storage and allocation have been worked, and the immediate value for optimization have been used in this operand and operation of hardware instructions. Thank you.